Today we're recording maybe a doom and gloom type of video, more relatable one. I lost my 200k FTMO funding, $200k FTMO funding yesterday, and I thought I'd make a video, maybe one, to relate to other people that have gone through this before, but two, to document the next steps and the current thoughts, because I think transparency is something that I want to bring through these videos. After being in the space for about 6 years now, there isn't a lot of transparency. There's a handful of people, but there's a vast majority of scammers, of people only showing wins. And I think it's really good and important to show losses, and I'll tell you why. So losses are inevitable, one, throughout life, but two, mainly in trading. You're always going to lose. And the human mind, from experience, doesn't like losing. Who likes losing? No one, right? I don't like losing a board game, let alone a trade. So with that in mind, having to rewire your brain to accept that losing is okay and is part of the plan is very hard. And when it comes to prop firms, for example, losing an account, to begin with, when I lost my first funded account last year, it felt like the end of the world. It felt like I did all this effort to then mean I don't know what I'm doing anymore. And that's not the case. What happens from my experience, again, is when you're trading a prop firm account, it is different from a live account because you have these set rules and you see this balance of, okay, instead of having, let's use a 200k example, you have 200k balance. You only have 10% of that account. You've probably seen videos on this before. Whereas with a 200k actual real live account, you have 100% of the balance. And so if you're trading 1%, you're not going to lose 100 trades in a row. But if you're trading on a funded account, and maybe it's possible to lose 10 trades a row on your strategy, but the reason why it is possible is because of your psychology and your mindset. And I guarantee your strategy is not going to be losing 10 trades in a row. It's very, very rare. What actually happens is you start to tweak from experience again, you start to tweak your strategy and the way you view the market, maybe after loss 1 or 2. For me, it was loss 3 in a losing streak where I start to question whether or not I'm doing it again. And I've noticed that tendency, and you know that from, if you look at previous videos, journaling. If I journal my thoughts and where I am and when I lose, I can start to see the patterns outside of the charts, not just inside the charts. And it's cool for me to see, okay, I'm tweaking this, why? And it all comes down to confidence again. And that rewiring of, okay, I've lost a trade, I'm doing something wrong. But it's not the case at all. You'll see the actual real people out there, are traders, they show you their losses, they show you their wins. But make sure, and the reason I'm making this is, okay, we've lost an account, it's not doom or gloom. If you've made an account before or got a funded account before, guess what? You can do it again. And the same with a trade. If you've won a trade before, you can do it again. And it's just rinse and repeat. And the quicker you can, in a losing streak, swap or notice that you're in a losing streak and you adapt, don't change your risk, in my opinion. You just carry on as you are in terms of risk, but look at the market and fully think about your psychology and understand and view yourself from almost a third person. Say, okay, am I changing anything? Am I tweaking anything? Am I sticking to it? And reiterate to yourself, it's fine, it's okay. You know how to trade, you have a proven strategy. And a disclaimer, this only works if you do have a proven strategy. Because if you are, let's say, got lucky and hit a one-off trade, and you maybe 2 trades, so one in challenge, one in verification, blah, blah, blah. Cool, you've got an account, but do you actually know how to trade? I'm talking about the people that have been in the charts for 3, 4, 5 years, that have experience and have multiple payouts, 5-figure payouts. If you've been there before, you know how to do it again. And it's just rinse and repeat. And then you start to move that fund, or those funds, that capital, into personal account. And that's the main goal, right? So to begin with, I'm going to be documenting my next steps. I'm going to buy another 200k funded account with FTMO. I think they're the best. And I'm going to continue growing that one. And so my main step this time is to not just get an account and get one big payout. I'm going to continue growing that account, continue on that cycle of growth, and my aim, and in my head I already have 400k funding, 600k. That's my plan with FTMO. And I'm going to document the next challenge account. I think transparency is good, and I think it'll be a cool challenge for me personally, outside of the challenge itself, psychologically, to potentially have people watch me do it. And I'm up for that challenge. I'm ready for it mentally. So If you asked me this a year ago, I would not have been ready for it. But now I feel this intuition or this fire inside to show people what it's like trading 200k potentially, or even just a challenge account in general and a mindset. And I'm going to record some videos on that. But update, lost 200k Hunter Fund account. Like I said before, it hasn't really affected me as it used to in the past, which is a very good sign. Like I said, losing is part of the process. I know where I went wrong in terms of how I lost the account. It's like I said, mentioned, it's about the psychology, the tweaking of the strategy. With that in mind and the journal all set, mindset back to normal. I took a day off today just to reset and do some admin bits. We're ready to go again from tomorrow. And also FOMC releases, or has released now. So that's the plan. If you've enjoyed the video, let me know. I look forward to making the update with the new account.